15 Things You Didn't Know About Nestle. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by Alux.com. Today we're revealing some interesting and surprising facts about one of the most successful food companies in the world, Nestle. Nestle was formed in 1905 when the Anglo-Swiss Milk Company merged with the Farine Lactée Henri Nestlé Company, and it was run by Henri Nestlé. Nestle initially concentrated on condensed milk and infant formula products, but their product line expanded during World War I, and then again even more significantly after World War II. Nestle has acquired dozens of other companies in their 150-year history, some of which we'll talk about in a minute, but this has allowed the company to greatly diversify their product lines, although most of their brands fall within the food and beverage segment of the global market. They currently operate 418 factories all over the world. Nestlé's wide range of products include baby food, breakfast cereals, coffee and tea, ice cream, frozen foods, pet foods, confections, dairy products, snacks, bottled water, and more. They have held the title of the world's largest food company since 2014. We're inspired by Nestlé's dominance, incredible success, ability to adapt, and commitment to bettering the world. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. So, let's dive in and take a closer look at this diverse company with the 15 things you didn't know about Nestle. Number 1. Nestle is the 54th most valuable brand in the world. As of May 2017, Nestle is valued at $11.2 billion, with a market share of $229.5 billion, making it the 54th most valuable brand in the world. In 2016, Nestle had a total sales of $90.82 billion. Nestle comes right ahead of eBay and right behind JP Morgan on the list. Nestle is also 41st in profit, 18th in market value, and 26th on the list of the world's best employers. Number 2. In 2016, they spent $2.75 billion in advertising in the US. In 2016, the company invested $2.75 billion in advertising in the United States alone. As well, the US is Nestlé's most profitable market, with $27 billion in sales in 2016, compared to the $6.5 billion in sales in their second largest market, China. Number 3. They've made many multi-billion-dollar acquisitions. Nestle has had dozens of mergers and acquisitions, including more than 5 in 2017 alone. The first multi-billion-dollar acquisition Nestle made was Carnation for $3 billion back in 1984, which brought the evaporated milk brand as well as Coffee Mate and Friskies to Nestle. The confectionery company Rowntree McIntosh was acquired for $4.5 billion in 1988, bringing along with it brands such as Kit Kat and Smarties. In 2002, Nestle paid $2.6 billion to acquire Chef America, the creator of Hot Pockets. In 2007, they bought the U.S. baby food manufacturer Gerber for $5.5 billion. They acquired Kraft Foods' frozen pizza business for $3.7 billion back in 2010, and in 2012, Nestle agreed to acquire Pfizer Inc.'s infant nutrition unit for $11.9 billion. Believe it or not, this is just a small section of the mergers and acquisitions Nestle has made over the years. Number 4. Kit Kats are made by both Hershey and Nestle. When Nestle bought confectionery company Rowntree McIntosh in 1988, they acquired Rowntree's incredibly popular Kit Kat brand of candy bars. However, Rowntree had already made a licensing agreement with the Hershey company that gave Hershey the exclusive right to sell Kit Kats in the United States, and that agreement was still in effect after Rowntree was sold. Therefore, Nestle sells Kit Kat bars all over the world, with the exception of the United States, where all Kit Kat bars are manufactured and sold by Hershey. Number 5. Their best sales performing segment in 2016 was their powdered and liquid beverages. Nestle operates a wide variety of sectors, but their most profitable one in 2016 was powdered and liquid beverages. Nestle had over $20 billion in sales in this segment alone, largely thanks to Nescafe and their other coffee products. They also sold $14.5 billion in milk products and ice cream, over $12 billion in pet care, $9.1 billion in confections, and $7.5 billion in bottled water. Number 6. They created a massive chocolate firework. For New Year's Eve 2002, Nestlé wanted to create a unique celebration to bring in the new year in Zurich, Switzerland. They designed a firework that was 9.8 feet high, 4.9 feet wide, and full of 132 pounds of Nestlé Swiss Caille chocolates. The firework was lit and exploded over a crowd at the Hechtplatz in Zurich, and the chocolate rained down from the sky. Number 7. Nestlé's portfolio includes over 2,000 brands. The Nestlé company is responsible for the manufacturing of over 2,000 brands in a wide variety of categories. These brands span from internationally known brands to local favorites, and 29 of those brands generate annual sales of $1 billion or more. Just to name a few brands they own are Häagen-Dazs ice cream, Coffee Mate, Lean Cuisine, DiGiorno frozen pizza, Purina cat and dog food, and Perrier water. Number 8. The introduction of Nescafe helped the company survive World War II. The beginning of World War II had a significant effect on the company as they saw their profits drop from $20 million in 1938 to $6 million in 1939. Nestlé's popular coffee brand, Nescafe, was introduced in 1938, and the soluble powdered coffee became a staple drink of the United States military. Largely thanks to the success of their new coffee brand, Nestlé's production and sales actually rose in the wartime economy. Nescafe has since expanded into a wide variety of flavors, blends, and specialty coffee drinks, and is now the world's leading coffee brand. Number 9. L'Oréal was their first venture outside of the food industry. In 1974, Nestlé decided to further diversify their company by becoming the majority shareholder in L'Oréal. In 2014, Nestlé sold $48.5 million of their shares back to L'Oréal, which decreased their ownership from 29.4% to 23.29%. In 2016, L'Oréal was named the world's most valuable beauty brand for the third year in a row, with a total brand value of $13.7 billion. Number 10. The Nestlé Sublime Gold Limited Edition Kit Kat was only sold in Japan. Ever since the Kit Kat was introduced to the Japanese market in 1973, over 200 unique flavors have been made specifically to be sold in Japan. These flavors include sweet potato, green tea, and even wasabi, but there was nothing that could compare to the Sublime Gold Limited Edition Kit Kat that was first introduced in 2015. The Sublime Gold Kit Kats were covered in 24-karat gold leaf and were said to have a rich, bitter chocolate taste. Only 500 of these were sold with only a single Kit Kat bar per package at 2,016 yen, or about $16 a piece. If you'd like to learn some more interesting facts about Japan, click in the upper right-hand corner to check out our video of 15 things you didn't know about Tokyo. Number 11. Nestle tried to buy Hershey in 2002. In 2002, the charitable trust that controls Hershey put the company up for sale and immediately attracted a lot of interested potential buyers. Nestle put together a joint bid with Cadbury in the hopes of acquiring one of their strongest competitors. They were not seriously considered because it was unlikely the merger would have been approved due to antitrust regulations. The gum maker, Wrigley, became the closest to purchasing Hershey with a bid of $12 billion, but then the trust decided against selling and took Hershey off the market. Number 12. Their cookie dough made more than 50 people sick in 2009. In June 2009, a serious E. coli outbreak was traced back to Nestle cookie dough made at a plant in Danville, Virginia. Over 50 people in 30 states experienced sickness connected to the outbreak, and over half of them had to be hospitalized. Nestle voluntarily recalled 30,000 cases of the cookie dough, and the source of the problem was determined to be contaminated flour obtained from a raw material supplier. To keep this from happening again, Nestle now heat treats their flour to kill bacteria. Number 13. Nestlé Tollhouse set a world record for the longest baking marathon. In early 2017, as a part of its #BakeSomeGood campaign, Nestlé Tollhouse set a goal of achieving a world record for the longest baking marathon by beating the previous record of 24 hours. 6 young and passionate bakers were chosen to take part in the challenge, and they each had to stay up and continuously bake desserts from scratch for 25 hours to achieve the goal. At the end of the 25 hours, over 4,000 cookies had been produced, and these were donated to Meals on Wheels to be distributed to elderly or disabled people who have food delivered to their homes. Number 14. They invest over $1 billion in nutrition research annually. Nestle is the world's largest privately funded nutrition research organization, investing more than $1 billion in research and development annually. The Nutrition Research Division is responsible for such feats as introducing the first canned baby food sold in stores and creating nutrient-fortified products like the Maggi brand seasonings that address global malnutrition deficiencies. An interesting fact, every second, 4,600 food portions are prepared with Maggi across the world. Number 15. They are ranked 5th on the global list of chocolate manufacturers. Although much of Nestlé's early success stems from their chocolate and other confections, the diversification of their product lines has caused them to drop slightly on the list of the top global chocolate manufacturers. In 2015, Nestlé held the 3rd place spot, but in 2016, Nestlé was ranked 5th behind Meiji, Ferrero, Mondelez Inc., and the 1st place holder, Mars Inc. Nestle had $9.1 billion in chocolate sales in 2016. They did manage to stay ahead of Hershey, who came in 6th place with $7.5 billion in chocolate sales. Now that you've learned some more about Nestle, we'd like to know, do you think Nestle would be better off selling off some of their brands so they can focus more on their best sellers? Let us know what you think in the comments. Still here? Here's a bonus fact just for you. For Nestlé's 150th anniversary celebration, the original site of Henri Nestlé's factory in Vevey, Switzerland, was refurbished and opened to the public as a discovery center. The new building is called Nest, and it's a place where people can explore Nestlé's history, current work, innovations, and plans for the future. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.